Hello, today is the 21st of May 2025. I have quite a lot to update you on. So I am back in Spain since 2 days, and I was in Ireland with my family for 2.5 weeks. The first week, was it was totally fine, but I would say it was not the best. I was quite excited to go back to Spain again. And I made a video about that the first week kind of, but the second week, or the last 8 days or something, they were so beautiful. They were amazing. So I'm gonna in this video talk about I have 3 main things in my mind. So basically the time I had in Ireland with my family. Then the second one is basically the travel back to Spain and that sort of day. And the third one is an update on my friend Mario and me and our relationship. There was another sort of thing that happened yesterday. It's nothing really new, but kind of is as well. There was a lot I actually learned, and I'm not doing bad, but I am crying on and off. But it's okay, I'm there for myself and so on. I'm just getting through it step by step. So that's basically 3 things. I don't know if they're gonna all be in the same video, if I'm gonna make 3 parts. I'm just gonna see. So I'm gonna start with the time I had with my family. So basically the weather was amazing. The whole time I was there, the weather was so good, which is so unusual for Ireland. It didn't rain at all. Every day was sunny and warm, and I was always working outside on my computer editing my videos. And actually I uploaded my very first YouTube video on public in Ireland during the time I was there. I felt ready to do so, and I did it, and I uploaded my first video. And since then I'm kind of trying to upload one every day. I haven't uploaded one every single day, but that's kind of the pattern I want to follow, just uploading one every day. Also, me and my sister reached out to people so that we can do work and travel at the end of this year, and someone already came back to us as well. So now we're kind of just texting over and back a bit to see if that can work out for the end of the year. Yeah, that's another kind of exciting thing, although I had a few negative thoughts about that as well, which I think I explained in the video I made in Ireland about the first week. But then honestly I had quite a few good and uplifting and positive, powerful thoughts as well. So yeah, but the main thing that I really enjoyed was me and my sisters. Okay, so basically me and my family bought a piece of land, 2 acres of land with private access to the lake, basically right beside our grandparents' property. And yeah, so basically we don't have any contact anymore with our grandparents. There was this huge drama in the family and so on. We were living on their property for a while, but they kicked us out and stuff. So we basically kind of lost our childhood home and our family and stuff like that. And just a couple, I think last month it was finalized that, the piece of land is now ours. It's now officially ours. And we bought it off some friends of the family, of some people that we've known for a very long time. So what we did basically was me and my sisters went down there, sat by the lake for many hours, especially at the weekend, but sometimes even during the week. And we went swimming in the lake, in the same lake that basically was our childhood, where we learned how to swim. And there's so many memories of that lake and of that place. And the three of us were just together, picnicking, like reading, listening to music, going swimming, having a blast, and just lying there, being there with my sisters, being, you know, at that lake where I found myself after my depression, where I grew to love myself, where I was thriving and happy, and I was like living the best life, and I like was so strong and stable and just knew like I can do anything. Like that is the same lake, and now we just own it. Like we just own a part of it. Like this is insane, and it only like really clicked in my brain when we were actually there and we actually went swimming in it, and I was like, it's ours now. It's ours. No one can just simply take it away from us, and I know we can't just simply lose it. And I thought, you know, I had lost it. I thought it was not in my life anymore, at least not the way I used to have it. And even though I still know I don't need that in order to thrive and be happy, it was just this moment of realization, like, wow, like we really own this now, like it's ours. And I was just in the water and looking over it, like looking over the lake and looking at the mountains and the beautiful nature all around me and my sisters and all these beautiful memories of how strong I felt every time I stood at the lake. Like it was just such an amazing moment all around, and I loved it so much. And honestly, while I was in Ireland, I was so appreciative. Like during the last week or 8 or 9 days, I was so appreciative of everything I had. Like I just noticed everything I had, and I really noticed like there's nothing I really want to complain about right now in my life. Like everything is just so beautiful, and I just pointed out the things I'm so grateful for, and I really noticed them. I like really saw how beautiful it is and how grateful I am to have that in my life. And I then woke up in the morning and I felt fine, you know, and I went through my day and I felt fine, and I at night went to bed and I felt grateful for the things I had, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful, and I haven't felt that way in a long time, and I haven't you know, been really able to notice the things I have for a long time as well. And during that time, like I just really noticed it. Like I really noticed my dog Akela with me, and I really felt so appreciative of her. I noticed my family and how I love watching movies and relaxing on the couch, and how I love snacks and eating, and how I love going for walks in nature and sitting outside in the sun, laughing with my family, like being there by myself, working on myself, lying in the sun, like going to the lake, having that, like having the money to buy a piece of land that we own with access to the lake where I grew up. And I don't know, like I felt so appreciative, and that like appreciation really helped me raise everything inside myself, like raise my sense of power and control, raise my self-esteem, raise, you know, my thoughts to be more positive and look at everything in a much more powerful and uplifting way. So being grateful is such like a game changer, really. Like it really changes your world and your perspective of things, and changes how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your experiences and your world. And yeah, I knew that from after my depression, because that's when I was so extremely appreciative of everything I had. And I remember how it felt, and how for the first time ever I really understood what appreciation is and what it means and what being grateful means. So like it's such a big thing, honestly. And it was so beautiful. And the thing that brought me to being grateful as well was basically when my friend Mario had said that he met someone. He went to Ibiza I don't know really how to pronounce it. Ibiza is German, so I'm probably just gonna say Ibiza. He basically went there for like a weekend, and then after that weekend, he basically said in a like gentle way that he met someone. He was like asking me like, is this okay to talk about this with me and stuff like that. Like he was being very careful with his words and with what he said and stuff. And he didn't really say much more except that he did meet someone. And that for me obviously was just kind of a bit like devastating. Like it was just another step, you know, that showed me, yeah, he doesn't like me, and, you know, nothing's happening between us. So yeah, I spent a while, I'd say 24 hours, crying on and off again, and but honestly, like, I didn't feel bad. Like, I didn't feel like my world is shaking. There was nothing like dramatic. It was just sad, and I just allowed myself to cry, and I cried and I cried, and then I enjoyed the other things that I had in my life, which I love so much, like my dog Akela, and I loved the weather and the fun times with my family and listening to music and learning more through the Thrive program. And there was this one specific moment, but honestly, like one specific day, where I was like so kind to myself, and where I was so gentle and understanding with myself because of this situation, and because I was like so upset about it, and I was really like genuinely there for me. It was like I listened to myself when I was crying and sad about things, and I was really gentle. Like, I was like, yeah, of course, like, it's all understandable, and like, it's okay to be sad, and you're going to be okay, and you have yourself, and at the end of the day, you're gonna have a partner who's gonna love you and be there for you, and you know, at the end of the day, you won't need anyone else to feel happy. You will be able to give yourself that and be your own sort of comfort and base. And I went around for a few days with a lot of like really powerful thoughts as well, like seeing and knowing like I can achieve anything I want with myself, and no matter what I achieve in my life, I am achieving it through myself. Like, whatever I achieve, I'm achieving it through myself and by being myself with myself. And yeah, I just knew, like, it's not a doubt in my mind that at the end of the day, I'm gonna have someone who loves me and who sees me and who I love and who I can be with and want to be with. Like, yeah, and I know that at the end of the day, all I need is myself in order to be okay. And yeah, and if I like live such great moments and experience like happiness or gratefulness and all of these sort of emotions, or if I have those experiences, it's because of myself. It's not because of any other person in my life. It's because I am creating that moment. It's because I am then appreciating the things I have. I am happy with myself. And I noticed very strongly, like, if I am just happy with myself, if I love myself, if I am gentle and kind to myself, I can get through anything. Like, if I am my own strength, you know, anything can happen and I will be fine, because I will always have myself. I will be my own comfort, my own base, my own love and happiness, all of that. So I really noticed that strongly, and I really then decided, like, I really want to build that base for myself, and I really want to be there for myself, because I noticed that day when I was so kind to myself, and I was thinking in a powerful way, and I was so grateful for everything that I had. In the evening, I was in bed and I was reflecting on the day, and I started crying because I felt so whole, and I felt so capable and strong, and I loved what I had, and I just didn't think of anything bad, because there was nothing that I needed to think about, nothing bad that I needed to think about. It was just like so beautiful, and it was the first time in a long time where I went to bed and I was happy and I was positive, and then the other days just continued like that, and I still felt fine, even if there was, and I'm not saying there was nothing like wrong, or that like there wasn't any negative thoughts, but like the being grateful and being positive was so much higher and stronger than anything negative, and I just saw the negative and I dealt with it, but in a powerful way, in a way that I knew, like, I am able to deal with it, and yeah, it's there, but I can handle it and I can get over it. And then I felt like, you know, the negative thing isn't that big, and I can deal with it, and there is solutions for it. So it was so amazing. And like, yeah, and I noticed how I was walking through our village by myself, which I absolutely would not have done even a couple of weeks ago, because I would have been way too scared to meet anyone I knew, like the bullies in my school, or the girl who was in love with me, even though she doesn't live there, but there's still a chance to meet her and stuff. And I just walked through our village alone. Like, I wasn't with someone at that point. I was meeting the child I used to babysit, but she wasn't there yet, so I was like alone for 15 minutes, like just in that town, and I felt fine. And there was a few thoughts that were like, am I okay? Like, usually I'd be really nervous, like, how am I doing? Am I nervous? But like, I actually felt so fine, and I actually really enjoyed it, because our town is very, very beautiful. Like, it's a very beautiful Irish town. So I just enjoyed my time. And the one moment that significantly like changed something in me and brought about everything even more, like the gratefulness and the positive thinking and deciding that I want to be there for myself, was one evening I just found myself sitting outside, and I was working on the Thrive program, but then I kind of put it down, and then I just laid down on one of those like sunbathing chairs. I'm not sure what they're called, but like I just laid down on it, and it was like sunny and warm, and I had just gone for a shower, so I felt clean and fresh, and I had nice cozy pajamas on. So I just laid down, I closed my eyes, and I was like cuddled up basically with myself, and I just in that moment like basically gave myself a hug and gave myself love and appreciation, and I just really like enjoyed my own company, and I was so grateful to have myself. And it was like, you know, because I was upset about this whole situation with Mario, I think that was like the day after he told me or something. So I was upset about all of that, and I, you know, felt the pain and stuff, but I was so like gentle to myself, and so there for myself. So I don't know, that evening though, I laid there and I felt so fine, and I felt so whole with myself, and I could really feel my own like presence and my own strength, and I just knew like I have everything I need in myself and with myself, and I will be fine, and I have, you know, myself that I will never lose. And it was just this whole moment of like love and appreciation and just gentleness and being there, and such like relaxation as well. I was so relaxed in my own body. I wasn't like worrying or thinking about anything. Like I was just there. And it felt so beautiful. And then I noticed how I have everything I need within myself, and then that's the moment I really decided, like, I want to build this base for myself that I can always come back to, so that I just know I am okay with myself. No matter who comes into my life, goes out of my life, that I always have myself, and I always have this base in me that I can go back to. And I know it already exists because I just had it there in that moment. I gave myself that. So I know I can absolutely build that. That was amazing. So that was one part that I wanted to talk about. And yeah, and because I had such a beautiful time there with my family, and we also spent like some time together because it was Amy's birthday on the 15th of May. And the evening before, so on the 14th, all of us kind of gathered in the living room. We didn't plan it, but we just kind of all were together in the living room, and every one of us was in such a good mood. Like honestly, throughout the whole time I was there, we were mainly in a good mood. Like sometimes some people had some bad days or bad moments, but Dad especially as well, he was like in a very good mood almost every day, which is so different, so unusual for him, which just shows how much he has grown and changed. And I'm so happy for him, and I'm so happy for my whole family that we get to see him like that. And it just makes a big difference, you know, having a dad who keeps waking up depressed and angry and worried, or a dad who wakes up in a good, funny, happy mood. Like it just makes a difference. So we all were gathered in the living room, and we all kind of made jokes and laughed, and we were all in such a good mood. And I just loved that environment of us together. Like that is the way I wish we could always be. Like it was so whole and beautiful. And that was one moment I loved between me and my family. And another moment was just the night before I left. Basically, we all watched a movie together, Hotel Transylvania, actually, because all of us just love that, and it's so funny. So we were all together on the couch and just enjoying the movie together, and all of us were kind of, again, in a good mood. We were all quiet, but we were all like smiling and laughing at the movie. And I kind of cuddled with Mom a bit, like I had my head on her shoulder, and just appreciated her and loved that I kind of had her in that moment. And yeah, that's unusual as well. Like I usually wouldn't be that close to Mom, but I just kind of really appreciated her. Like I kind of appreciated everything I had, so that was so nice. Yeah, and because I had such a beautiful time, the day that I was supposed to fly back here to Spain, we were only leaving at 3 for the airport. Dad was dropping me. So I basically had the whole day to decide whether I was actually gonna go to Spain or not. So that's gonna be my next video, the back and forth, the what should I do. Yeah, so let me go on to the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.